So the other night I went to watch The Monkey in cinemas, and it was one of the few times that I went and saw a movie kind of like blind. So what I mean by that is a friend said, "Oh, should we go and watch it?" I said yes. All I saw was a poster. I didn't watch any trailers or anything. I just went in like not knowing how this movie would go, which was quite interesting because I never really do that. It's not like me to go into a movie blind and see how it goes. And for this one, I'm kind of glad I did because I really enjoyed the experience of this movie. It brings that haunted toy, like Chucky, for example. I'm going to try to keep this one spoiler free and then do a spoiler review. You're in this mindset of Theo James's character. He's a twin and he plays both twins, which is something I enjoy in movies, kind of like the Cray movie with Tom Hardy, Legend. I found it quite an interesting experience because the kills were really good. It was really gory. It's based on a Stephen King novel, so like I kind of expect it to be very gore focused with some of the kills because obviously we had Stephen King's It come out with Andy Muschietti. Obviously this is a different director and everything, but it still didn't hold back to the horror elements of a Stephen King novel brought into a movie. And some of the kills were kind of like almost comedic in a way. How some characters get killed is a bit funny. And I'll explain why in the spoiler review, but it was a bit of... It reminded me of like a Looney Tunes, like wacky, dumb things happen. There's like a few kills that really do that, which is weird, but it was also kind of cool. The monkey was creepy. I must say the toy was creepy itself, and in the movie you realise certain things about the toy, which I'll mention in the spoiler review, which I found really interesting. It made me want another movie of this. I don't know if there's another book or if there's things that wasn't in the book that could be made in a sequel. I've not read the Monkey book by Stephen King. I've just gone to see the movie. And I really thought it was quite interesting. The only thing I didn't like was how it ended. And it's not in a bad way. It kind of just made me want more. And it ends so abruptly. I'm the kind of person that doesn't like abrupt endings. Like, it makes my head scratch and just be like, really? That's the end? And this movie definitely did that for me, which I'll explain in the spoiler review of the ending. But I just thought, why did it just end like that? And not have it a bit more after what happens in the end? The characters were great. The twin brothers were great. You do see them as like kids growing up with the monkey, which is also quite cool. So you know it's like a really old like toy. Yeah, it's just a bit of a nice Stephen King experience that I've not really had since It came out. Obviously the first It movie in 2017 was great, and It Chapter 2, which I didn't really mind as much. It was okay, but this one made me feel like I could enjoy this again in a cinema. It makes me want to go rewatch it again. You do see like a lot of things in this movie, and I think one of the biggest subjects is grief. Grief's used a lot in this movie because obviously a lot of people die. It's a horror movie, but I think the main element is how people take grieving and how people feel when they've lost someone. I felt that with this movie. Like when you lose someone that means a lot to you and you don't know how to feel with the pain you have. That's kind of what some of this movie's like subjects were. The priest kind of annoyed me in this movie. I didn't like the priest at all. I wish he died. But yeah, he was just so unserious sometimes. But other than that, yeah, this is a spoiler-free review of The Monkey. I thought of things I could say about it. I feel like I've said what I wanted to say. It's a really good movie. The kills were comedic. The gore was great. They didn't shy away from the gore. I'm going to make a spoiler review on this when it comes out digitally. So I'll have a lot more to say when that happens. But so yeah, I would like to thank you all very much for watching this spoiler-free review. I've got a lot of projects going on at the moment. I'm currently writing season 3 of Lego Batman with my good friend Jay. You've known his name on the channel a lot. Yeah, we're working on a script together. He's voicing Red Hood, so it's going to be interesting of what we're going to do in season 3. There's a lot of, I would say, action, but there's a lot more of a story, as it's still going to be the comedic elements of a parody, but the Red Hood stuff's going to be crazy. And I'm also working on season 2 of the Lego Flash and Sonic the Hedgehog series. We are during the draft 2 stage. I think I haven't mentioned that in a while. I'm just trying to figure out how the story's going to go, and then once that's done, the scripts are going to be sent to the voice actors and actresses, and the production will begin ahead on that. So speaking of, I need to buy that Wednesday set. Then I can do some more Wednesday projects. But other than that, I'd just like to thank you all very much for watching this review, and I will see you later, and bye bye.